Is that an MOT failure? Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video on Project Vinnie, our 2004 Vivaro. Recently done the lights, and no, I still have not cleaned it. Yes, it's a right mess, but today we're going to be looking at changing the outer CV boot on this side. Now, of the MOTs coming up, and I was having a look round, and there's a small hole in it. Whether it would fail or not, I don't really know, but I do have a spare boot, which I got from EuroCarParts. So it's a little boot kit. Comes with the old and some oh, I'm vibrating. Some grease, some bits and bobs, and obviously the boot. Now I'd like to thank Mark from EuroCarParts in Taunton, who dug this one out for me because I'm totally inept on a computer and couldn't find it. Thank you, Mark. For those of you who follow the channel would know that we did the inner boot on this side, which was a bit of a weird setup, and it's a shame. Well, no, I did look at the boot at that time, so this must have happened since. Perhaps I strained it when I took it apart, but I'm hoping that we could do this quite, I say quite easily. I want to do it with the shaft in, if possible, because I don't want to have to drain the gearbox of its oil and do all the stuff all the way inside. If you don't know what I'm on about, have a look at my previous, no, it's not previous, one of my old videos where we did the inner boot of the drive shaft. And the reason I'm hoping to do this in situ is because when I took the drive shaft out last time, the end did come off quite easily. So cross fingers, we can do it without taking the lot out. Also, I must apologise. Obviously, I can't shut the doors because this thing just don't want to fit in here. It does if I drive it in and I move all this stuff out, and I'll have to move the buell, and it is a pain in the bum, and I just want to get this done. So, like I say, I apologise. We're going to have outside noise, and by looks of them clouds, we're going to have some outside rain as well. Anyway, let's stop waffling and get on with that. So let's make a start. Let's just get it up in the air on axle stand, get this wheel off, and we've got our big berther to help us. Let's go. And here we go. Here's the boot in question. Let's just move the light. So, in here somewhere, there it is. See the little hole there? It's not much, but that's not going to get better, is it? Let's have a look. And, oh, sorry, I'm going to drag you out. So, what I'm hoping to do is just undo these strut bolts, obviously undo the hub nut, which is going to be pretty tight. Should have done that with the wheel on. Let's see if Bertha will get that one off. Yeah, and then just going to try and pull the U-joint, not U-joint, the CV off of the shaft. And you can see in there, that was our new boot. So I don't really want to take all that out. So I might, if this is a bit tight, I might end up strapping the shaft to something and then just giving it a little bit of a tug. Don't know until we get it apart. So first things first, let's get it apart, see if we can get this one undone. I'll spray a bit of stuff on there, I think. This is a 32mm and it looks like it's a normal right hand thread. Yeah, so let's see if she'll do it. Oh yes, she is a beauty. Let's just break that one loose. So we're nice and loose there. Next up, let's get these off. We switched cameras, so I hope you can see. I am just going to pop this brake line out, just pops out, just to give us a bit more flex, and I think I will take the track rod end off as well. So we've got that one, we've got these two bolts which are 21mm headed. So let's buzz a few things off with the Big Bertha. That's a 17, I think. So let's make a start. Move you a bit, so that didn't come out too bad. Now what we don't want to be doing is tugging on that out of the gearbox, because it's not held in by much. But what I was going to do is just see if I can shock this one off, which ain't going to happen. So what I'm going to do, I think, so I'll use some ratchet straps and strap it back so I don't do it, and then try giving it a tap. So we set it up a bit goofy. Basically, I got just a small jack underneath to take the weight down, a couple of blocks and a strap just to basically take the weight. I've just been wanting to take the securing ring clip thing off, and just broke off, so that's really handy. And I want to just try give it a little tap on the back if I can. I don't really know if this is going to work, but we shall see. Plenty of grease in there, that's good. Where's my little hammer? Let's see what happens. Ah, perfect. Knew she was loose. Let's give this a clean up. Ooh, yeah. And then basically there's just a zip tie on the back, and we'll draw that all off. Very nice. All nice and, well, not nice and clean, but nice and greasy. It's off. You can see there the little sort of, it's not a circlip, but there's a clip there that expands and holds the joint on, and basically we just got to slide the new boot on. Where's the new boot? It's the new boot. Here it is. Now this one, this is quite a firm plastic type boot, so I'm going to take it indoors because it is rather chilly out here, and probably put it in some hot water, not boiling hot, just to supple it up a bit, just to make it easier to go on. And as for the axle, not the axle, oh god, the CV, we actually cleaned this one out when we did the exchanged the inner boot, so I know this is all nice and clean. If you get to this and this is mucky or gritty, make sure you give it a really good clean and get some new grease in it. Oh, and I also forgot to say, I did undo the drop link just to give us a bit more room. It's only a 17mm nut on the end of that one, just goes in there. Let's warm this up, then we can slip it on. We'll put a bit of grease in there, but it's pretty well greased, and then go from there. We are back with our suppleized boot. So yeah, let's get to putting it back together. Obviously, do not forget to put this on. You can get them on after, but they're a pain in the bum. So let's put that one out of the way. And hopefully, it is dried, by the way. I only put it in some hot water, not boiling. You should slip this, oh that's better. Slip that one over there. and I think I'll splodge a load of grease in there, and then we'll try and gently put on the CV. Got a little bit of, these came with it, so we'll just splodge it in there. Can't really see, but splodge a bit in there. I don't think we're going to need that much because CV is full. I might as well use it though, don't I? There's another one in the pack, so we'll use one. There she blows. So, oh, I made a mess now. Yeah. Where's our clip? So that one will go on there eventually. That should go on around the outside, in theory. Just hope it all goes together. Yeah, that'll go on. So, got to line that up, and this should hopefully just tap on there. That's it, and that's just caught lovely. So let's degrease all of this, make it look a bit more prettier. Then we can slip that on. That's on there. Now I haven't got a proper tool for this, so I'm hoping these will do the job. I've used them in the past. They're not ideal, but they do the job. Oh! Except I'm pulling it off. Right, do the same for the other one, and then we can put it all back together. There we go, all nice and sorted and tight. So basically all I've got to do now is take my straps off and rebuild it all, and yeah, let's go for it. I'll put you back on the stand. And if you do like what we're doing here and find this video informative or entertaining, please give us a thumbs up. All buttoned up, we're all in. Job's a good one. All I've got to do is torque that up to 207 pound-foot. I'll do that obviously with the wheel on. And that's it. Let's get everything back together and see you in a second. And there we go, all back together, all nice Lovely jubbly. Do apologise, I've got to tilt this camera. Still struggling with broken mounts, but hey. Anyway, there you go. We managed to do it without taking the drive shaft out, which is a bonus. If you do have to take that out, obviously you have to drain the oil, the gearbox oil. Like I said before, I've done a video where I changed the shaft. It's the same sort of sequence, but I can't say enough, do not stress the inside joint on that one, because it's not held in by much. If anything, if I remember rightly, I think it just slipped in. And you will just pull the joint apart and damage the seal, which is actually in the rubber bellows. It is a weird setup. So yeah, whatever you do, be very careful. Don't stress that inner joint. Okay, just be careful with that. If there's any doubt, take the lot out. Obviously, you'll have to change the gearbox oil. Right, I've waffled on enough. Thank you very much for coming on another Vinny journey. Hopefully, we'll be okay for MOT. What else can I say? Look us up on Instagram, larks_workshop, where we do sneaky peeks of all sorts of stuff. Yeah, if you look us up on there, please follow me, because it makes me feel better, I suppose. Anyway, I've wasted enough of your time. If you're doing this job, good luck. Mostly simple tools. You don't need the big, powerful impact guns like I've got. You can do it all with breaker bars. Take your time, get the right parts, and that's all I can say. I hope to see you in the next video. Cheers, Anne. For those of you who follow the channel, why? For those of you who do this in situ. You are a dirty little monkey, aren't you?